Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Tonight I'm going to answer a few more of your questions, hopefully. Stay tuned! Happy Friday night, Zonies! I know, again, I didn't give you any fair warning whatsoever. I just went and decided to start streaming out of nowhere. It looks like it's working on my end. I have a few things I need to talk to you guys about. I didn't ask for questions in advance, so depending on how much you interact with me, it determine how long this stream goes. So I just wanted to address the COVID situation in Maricopa, Arizona. Unfortunately, I was right. I predicted these idiots were going out without masks during Memorial Day weekend. Governor Ducey said, oh, everything's fine, and now we're in a pile of shit here in Arizona. I heard today that our daily numbers are now worse than the worst of the worst in Manhattan, believe it or not. I can't believe that stat. This is Arizona. It's spread out. But that's what I heard. I don't know how true that stat is, but that's what I heard. That's freaking horrible, guys. I don't know if anyone's actually watching this. Again, I gave you guys no warning whatsoever. Hopefully the YouTube gods actually sent out notification this time that I'm actually live and streaming, because I don't see any comments yet. But I live in Maricopa, in the city of Gilbert, Maricopa County. And from what the news is saying, it's really, really, really freaking bad. Like, Cartoon Wife is scared to death. She doesn't want me going to Walmart anymore. And, I was going to Walmart every so often. Most of the time we've been doing Target pickups, where you drive up and they fill up your trunk. We've had stuff being delivered with Amazon Fresh. We also got that purple carrot, and we got something else that's coming in. And as you guys probably know, we're switching vegan. So, I got a comment over here. Lauren S. Hey, Sam, watching. Mashed potato, yes, it's getting pretty bad in California. Phil, watching Sam on your big screen, Phil? Tila, Sam, I just got my notification. Happy Friday. Well, it took a little while for the notifications to go out, but I was just bitching about how COVID is not so good over here in Maricopa, Arizona. Now, there's two Maricopas. There's the county, and then there's the city. I live in Maricopa County. We're in the city of Gilbert, okay? And it's bad. Silver Rose Gaming, is now a good time to visit if I socially distance? Yeah, sure. Come on down. You can come on down. You can socially visit. 6 feet away, though. So things are getting more difficult. We've been through this for several months now. Right now, my daughter's school, it's their summer break, and she's supposed to go back to school next month in late July. I don't see this happening. I really don't. And Cartoon Wife and I, we discussed it. We really don't want her back in school physically until this thing is over. But the school's not designed for online learning. So I'm trying to talk Cartoon Wife into us switching her to just an online school, period. Because they did their best. They really did. They did their best. But it's not an online school. So they started out with Microsoft Teams, and they gave us like a shitload of stuff to do per day for her. And then all of a sudden they thought they got smart, and all the teachers started making YouTube videos. Now the YouTube videos were better than the Microsoft Teams thing, where they would then tell the kid which exercises to do. We actually even bought a printer. We bought a printer from Amazon, and that printer's been a godsend. Been awesome. I didn't think I was going to use the printer. And HP has this thing where they could tell when you need more ink, and they automatically send you the ink. It's like freaking magic. So I don't need to worry about going to the store or ordering ink. It just comes whenever I need it. But yeah, I've been printing on this thing like crazy, even for work. Sour Patch, stop. Sour Patch. I beg. So what I wanted to tell you guys, though, about this whole Corona situation. So Rory recently, she told us that she was mad and sad, and she feels all alone because she doesn't have a sibling. She doesn't have her playmates to play with. So we decided we're going to make this weekend all about her. It's Aurora Rose weekend. And the thing she told us she wants, because we told her, you can do whatever. You tell us what you want, and, we'll make it happen. So She's very simple, okay? She wants to see Grandma on Sunday. She wants Wetzel's Pretzels. She wants a boba drink. I'm not quite sure what boba drink. She wants something with bobas in it. Those little circular things. They taste like gummies. Stop, Sour Patch. Sour Patch, stop it. And what else did she want? Oh, and Sour Patch ripped the hell out of Rory's, what do you call, underneath the mattress. What do you call that thing? The box spring. Sour Patch, did you know there's like filling in there? Sour Patch ripped the hell out of it. So we bought this like a mattress cover that should fit the box spring. So we're going to put that over it. Hopefully that stops Sour Patch from... Stop! Stop it. Stop it. Now. Sour Patch. Hey! I'm going to kick you out. I'm warning you. I'm going to kick you out. Stop. Stop messing with my sofa. Hey! No. Stop it. Anyway, that's what happened to Rory's freaking box spring. Sour Patch went crazy. And before anyone asks, yes, we had a freaking thing about a scratch thing for Sour Patch. She never used it. Not once. Okay, we rescued her from a garage. I don't know what her deal is. She's a pain in the ass sometimes. Cute cat, though. She's a pain in the ass. Where are they going with all that? Oh, yeah, so this weekend is all about Roro. She's going to see her grandma. We're going to get her Wetzel's Pretzels, a boba drink, and she wants to play Animal Crossing on her Switch, and she asked me to install that cover over her box spring. That's it. That's all the kid asked for. So that's cool. Let's see what else, what the people here are saying here. Okay. Phil, haven't been inside a store since March. Tila, people really need to be eating very well and boosting their immune systems right now. Michael C, here from Michigan, we had it bad for a while. Mashed Potato, I'm new to this channel, but I've seen a few videos and I love them. Thank you, Mashed Potato. I appreciate you watching the videos. Welcome to the Zonies Club. Let's see here, Robert. Online is best. Don't send her back to school, Sam. Robert Vogel, I know it's bad, but this too will pass, I hope and pray. Yeah, it'll pass someday, hopefully. Tila, we're trying to work from home for good. I really like working from home. Let's talk about that for a minute. Before this whole COVID situation, I was working from home 2 days a week, right? And I was like, oh, I could never see myself working from home exclusively. I would get bored. I like to have separation between my home life and my personal life. Now that I've actually been doing it every day, I love it. I don't have to wake up early to shower. I don't have to iron clothes. I don't have to deal with all the traffic. As soon as my day is done, it's done. I could wake up when I feel like it, basically, because I'm not supposed to start working till 9. So I could wake up naturally, so that's freaking cool. And like I said, I don't have to deal with the freaking night traffic driving home. So I earn back an hour that I would be wasting driving. I get that back. So I love working from home. I have no problems working from home now. I would like to work from home full time now too. Let's see here. Tila, I thought you were gonna say this weekend you were gonna make another baby for her. Ha 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 ha. No, Tila. No. No, I've closed shop. No, that factory is closed. Thank you. Jada Cuento, yum. Tapioca balls. What are you talking about? Tapioca balls. Silver Rose Gaming supposed to move to AZ a year from now, but COVID is effing things up with my scouting trips. Yeah, I could imagine. Finding a job now would be a pain in the ass. Lauren S. LOL, my cat does the same thing on my furniture, and she walks right past the scratching post like they don't exist. Yes, I had a scratching post for her, I swear to you. When we first bought the cat, I spent a freaking fortune getting her groomed, taking her to the vet, going to freaking PetSmart, and buying all the crap. I think cats are more expensive than dogs, to be honest with you. I really do. But yeah, we bought this really cool water fountain. It's called My Feline, something like that. I'll get the name of it for you. But I love this thing. The previous water fountain, and the reason why cats need water fountains is if they don't drink enough water, they get UTIs, I come to find out. So I got her this water fountain. The first one, it would get nasty, like snot. And so I got this new one. Beautiful. I love this freaking thing. I think it's called My Feline. I don't know. I have to look it up. Give me 1 second. I'll look it over right now if I can figure out how to work my freaking computer. Jesus Christ. I'll do it later. My feline something. I'll figure it out. Oh, you're talking. Oh, thanks, Jay DeQuinto. Tapioca balls equals boba tea. There you go. I thought he was talking about something else. Brianna Reyes, boba is tapioca balls. All right, gotcha. Jay DeQuinto, I feel waking up naturally has been great, and I bet it's healthy. Probably, because I wasn't getting enough sleep before. All right. I read those out of order. I know. Sometimes I go from the bottom up, okay? I'm dyslexic. My brain works that way. Okay, Silver Rose Gaming. Do you have an opinion of Queen Creek versus Oro Valley? Yes, I do. I work from home, so I can choose either. Okay. Tapioca Pearls. Thanks, Michael C. You knew where I was going with that. This is a PG-13 channel. Trying to keep it clean, guys. So do I have an opinion Queen Creek versus Oro Valley? Yes, I do. Oro Valley, I believe, is by Tucson, okay? I've been to Tucson. I am not the biggest fan. Now, granted, it's a lot more developed than I thought it was going to be. But I am not the biggest fan of Tucson. Parts of it are ghetto. The biggest thing they have out there is U of A, as I like to say, the other college of Arizona. Because where I live, it's all about ASU. So I don't give a rat's ass about either college. People get mad at me. I don't root for that college or this college. I don't care about either college. Cartoon Wife graduated from ASU. They should treat me like freaking royalty. You know how much money I owe those bastards? I owe them a lot of money. So, one time we went, I was filming by the campus in Tempe for ASU, and I parked somewhere. Cartoon Wife was like, you can't park here. I was like, bullshit. I'm going to pay these bastards $35,000. I park wherever I goddamn please. So, that's just me. I'm going to pay them that much money for a piece of paper that may or may not help her in her career. I'll park wherever I want. So that's how I roll. So I was actually recording, that was when I did my Tempe video, for those of you that haven't watched my city tour videos. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so comparing Oro Valley, okay, versus Queen Creek. Now Queen Creek, as Gabby from the A-Team says, is the Buckeye of the East. Queen Creek is not as developed as Gilbert. It's close to Gilbert, but it's building quick. I mean quick. In another 10 years, Queen Creek is going to be just as developed as Gilbert, okay? Queen Creek is really, I was surprised by what stores Queen Creek has. They pretty much have everything except for a Costco. Pretty much. Whatever they don't have in stores, you could always have delivered to your house via, Amazon and UPS. But to answer your question, I would definitely, oh shit, not again. My GoPro turned off. Hold on, guys. I'm turning it back on. Jesus Christ. I guess it's not a live stream unless Sam has technical problems. That's how we roll here. Why is this not turning back on? Oh, son of a bitch. All right, hold on. Technical difficulties with Cactus Jack. Why am I not surprised? Hold on. I'm going to try one more time. I'm turning them off completely. I'll unplug the freaking cable, thinking maybe the cable's giving me a problem. The battery should be fully charged. Let's see if it turns back on. Son of a bitch. Why? Why, Cactus Jack? Why are you doing this to me, Cactus Jack? All right, let me see if I can add the freaking video one more time. See if I can get this going. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Why, Cactus Jack? Why do you do this to me, Cactus Jack? All right, let me unplug this all together. Turn it off. Oh, son of a bitch. All right, so that worked. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, come on, give me a picture. Son of a bitch. Ay vey. Sorry, guys. Yet another technical difficulty here. Oh, Maron. All right, hold on. I'm going to try it. Son of a bitch. Why? You know what? Let me see. I can see, maybe I can get my my other camera here. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Here we go. All right, I got a video coming up. Hold on. I know you can't see it yet. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, can you guys see me now? This is a crappy built-in webcam on the Mac. Okay, can you see me? Hopefully you guys can see me now. I know my head is cut off. I know. All right, shit. God damn it. All right, let's see. Let's see if that works now. No? Son of a Why? Why does this? All right, well, whatever. All right, we're just gonna switch to this crappy webcam. I apologize. This is very frustrating for me. Very frustrating because I'm kind of a techie, and the fact that I have all these problems with my GoPro is actually really embarrassing. All right, well, whatever. Screw the GoPro. Screw you, Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack was pissed off. All right, so let's just go with this crappy built-in webcam and just move on. All right. We can see the red bird. Oh, yeah, the t-shirt. Let's plug the merch. If you like this t-shirt, get your own t-shirt. This t-shirt is called Like a Phoenix. Go to teespring.com/Arizona Living. Yeah, let's stay shameless, why don't you? So, okay, so I answered the question, which one I like better, Oro Valley versus Queen Creek. I say Queen Creek. That's just my personal opinion. People in the Tucson, they get pissed off when I badmouth Tucson. So I'm trying not to badmouth Tucson too much. All right, here you go. I'm lagging. Sorry, I'm lagging. Tila, a little grainy, but we can see you. Yeah, this built-in camera on the Mac doesn't work well with these lights. Believe me, I tried troubleshooting this for a long, long time, and I finally came to realize it was the camera, not my lighting. So, sorry. We're just going to have to deal with this until I figure out what the hell's wrong with Cactus Jack. Okay. Silver Rose Gaming. What was opinion? Oro Valley or Queen Creek? Zonies have to know. I vote Queen Creek. Definitely Queen Creek over Oro Valley. For sure. Without a doubt, Queen Creek is my vote. And Aurora just went walking. I don't know where she went. Where are you going, kid? Sounds like she went downstairs for some reason. I don't know. Bob Smith, Queen Creek hands down. See, Bob Smith knows what's up. He agrees with me. All right. Any other questions? While I figure out what the hell's wrong with Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack annoys the hell out of me. I don't know what his problem is. Rory, what's wrong? Nothing. Why are you naked? Because why? Because why? You sneezed? Sometimes you sneeze when you pee. Okay. All right. Well, son of a bitch. I don't know what's wrong with this fucking thing. I'm probably going to have to reboot. Oh, maybe that was it. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I want to see how I can get this damn thing working. Nope. No such luck. All right. I'm going to have to reboot my computer again. No big deal. I'll go see. The MMA holes. Technical difficulties happen. Keep on trucking. That's right. We're using a crappy camera. I look grainy. I know, but at least this is working. Let's keep on trucking. Silver Rose Gaming. Do you notice if air pollution is better in Gilbert/Queen Creek the further away you get from Phoenix? Not really. My mom lives in Mesa. She has issues with her. She has asthma. It's not good in Mesa either. Mesa is real close to Gilbert. So I don't think it really all matters all that much how far away you are, because the whole valley is just crap right now when it comes to the air quality. One thing, you'll get alerts on your phone about air quality, which I thought was really weird. But that's a thing here. Okay. Tila, Sam, what's the weirdest thing about AZ you've had to get used to? That's a good question. Let me circle back on that one. Tony from Brooklyn. Hey, what's up, Tony? Any more information about old school Scottsdale? I really like that area. Well, you've been over there. They got bars. They got stupid people that go to bars without masks. Scottsdale's nice. What's not to like about Scottsdale? You got a little bit of money over there. I've been to Scottsdale several times. Well, I used to buy a lot of stuff from Craigslist, and I went to one guy's mansion. And believe it or not, there was a gap in the floor of his garage, like this big. And I asked him, what the hell's up with that? You have an earthquake here or something? And it turns out that's like a normal thing in Arizona. If you don't have reinforced, whatever you call that, in your garage, I don't know what you call it. Some reinforced thing in the floor of your house, you're going to get cracks. But if you have that reinforced stuff in your foundation, then you're going to get cracks in your walls, which I came to find out in our Avondale house. We got cracks in the walls, and that's how I found out it has. And that house in Avondale had the reinforcement on the foundation. That's why we got cracks on the walls as opposed to cracks in the floor. But Scottsdale's nice. What's not to like? You've been here. There's 4 months of hell. Other than that, the weather's good, See, Bob Smith, air quality sucks all the way around. Too dry. Nothing they can do about it. That's right, Bob Smith. Twice today, Bob. You've agreed with me. That's amazing. So, Tia, let's circle back to your question. What's the weirdest thing I've had to get used to? I would say...
Arizona. That's what I get used to.
No, it's not weird Arizona. I guess the weirdest thing for me was a culture shock because I come from, like Tony, I'm from Brooklyn originally. I grew up in Brooklyn 15 years and then I moved to Jersey, and that's why I still have the accent, Brooklyn accent. In New York, and Tony, correct me if I'm wrong, we have a we can do whatever the hell we want attitude. Rules don't apply to us. The cops have better things to do than deal with minor stuff. So it's no holds barred in New York. You do whatever the hell you want. Jaywalking, that doesn't exist there. Rules don't apply to us. And so when I moved here, that was a bit of a culture shock, They're not like that here. A lot of people have guns. That don't really bother me. It's just a different culture. That whole, you can do whatever the hell you want. They don't really go by that here. They like to follow rules for the most part. And there's no... Speaking of culture, there's no real culture here. Like, there's no Little Italy. There's no Chinatown. There's no Four Seasons. Not the hotel chain. I mean literally the Four Seasons. Winter, summer, spring, fall. None of that. It's just summer all year round. Different degrees of sunburn. Yeah, I know. So I joke. Sometimes it does get a little cold here. Like, I've seen it get as low as 40 degrees in all seriousness. And if you want snow, I know what some of you are going to say. Sam, if you want seasons, I'm talking over here. I know, some of you are going to say, Sam, if you want seasons, you could drive 2 hours north to Flagstaff. I know that. But I don't live in Flagstaff, and that's 2 hours. So, hey, I'm talking over here. Why aren't you in bed? It's already late. It's 10:15. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed, naked head. Goodbye. Go to sleep. Tomorrow's Aurora Rose Day. Hi, Vay. So what are the weirdest things? I've seen some weird shit out here. I'm not gonna lie to you, Tila. I've seen some really bizarre. I keep looking up at the GoPro out of habit. I should be looking here on this camera. I apologize. And I know my head's being cut off, and I'm trying not to show you my underwears because Phil's on his big screen, so I'm a hot mess tonight, guys. I just decided to hit record for shits, I was like, what the hell? I'll talk to the Zonies for a little bit. But yeah, that's a good question. You guys always ask good questions. I appreciate that. Let's see. What's the weirdest thing I've had to get used to here? So the culture's a big thing. Food is always good here. Speeding, there's no cops here, so that's a good thing. There's hardly any state troopers to give anybody tickets. Everybody drives as fast as they want to drive. You hardly ever see anybody pulled over, so I guess that's a good thing. There's alcohol everywhere. That's a weird thing. Let's talk about that. Alcohol is sold everywhere. In Jersey, you have to have a freaking liquor license. I don't think you need a liquor license here, because it seems like everywhere you go, they sell liquor. Everywhere. So that kind of surprised me. That threw me a little off. I was like, why is there so much alcohol everywhere? And I'm not a drinker. I have limoncello, and I'll have a sip every so often, but that's it. I don't drink beer. I don't drink wine. None of that. You can't pay me to drink beer. I think beer tastes disgusting. It's an acquired taste, and I never acquired it. Yes, I drink coffee. And even coffee, I'm like, sometimes I'll be drinking and be like, why am I drinking this crap? But it smells nice. I give it that. It smells nice. But I hope that answers your question. There's some weird things I've noticed here. A couple weird things. It's a huge adjustment. And I've said this on the show many, many times. Some people move to Arizona and they leave. They go back home because they can't adjust. They don't like it. It's a huge adjustment living here in Arizona. Huge. So whoever's considering relocating here, I highly recommend you come during different times of the year. Because if you come during the winter, you're going to love it. Because back home where you're from, it's snowing, and over here it's not. Come during the summer when it's freaking hot as balls. See for yourself if you really can take the heat and if you really, really like it. And every city has its own little vibe. No two cities are exactly the same. So check it out for yourselves, is what I'm trying to say. I know I rambled a little bit. Let's see what other questions we got here. TD Lone Wolf. Pray for a new air filter and thermostat. Ms. Queen 06. Sam, I went to visit Arizona last weekend and I hated it. You're entertaining, so I will continue to watch your channel. Well, thank you, Miss Queen 06. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, if you're not sure about Arizona, come visit. Just like Miss Queen 06. It wasn't for her. And that's fine. It's not for everyone. I'm sorry if you had a bad interaction with somebody over here. But, each to their own. It's not for everyone. I'm glad you didn't spend all the time and money relocating here to then find out you didn't like it. I'm glad you did a little bit of research beforehand. But thank you very much, Miss Queen, for continuing to watch the channel. There's some people that watch this show who have no interest in living in Arizona. There's some people that watch this show that already live in Arizona. Quite a few, actually. And then there's about 50% that are considering relocating here from California. That's the main state of my community. People considering relocating from California to Arizona. And the other majority of the audience, people already live here. And there's a small slice of people that, like I said, like Miss Queen, they have no interest in living here. And then you got some people from like Chicago that are considering relocating here. Okay, let's see. Silver Rose Gaming, Gilbert, really good, and Tempe is really bad example. Oh, wait, did I miss something here? Silver Rose, do you know why there are pockets of crime where it's really good, like one of the safest in country, and then down the street is really bad? All right, Gilbert's getting more and more crime as of late, I gotta say. I have the apps, the neighbor app, and I got Ring, and normally it's petty stuff, like people stealing stuff off the front porch, or if you leave your garage open, or if you leave your car open, them stealing stuff out of your car. That's normally the petty stuff, but lately, I've been hearing things about gunshots a lot. I don't like that shit. So I'm very concerned. I live in Gilbert, which is quote unquote one of the safest neighborhoods in America, quote unquote. I'm not liking all this crap. So I'm hoping it's just a short thing and it goes back to normal. Let's see here. Tila, I was wondering why you were looking up at the ceiling like that. Because I got the GoPro right here, which you can't see my finger. And then this is the actual camera. That's why I was looking up, because I'm used to looking up at the GoPro. It's just a force of habit. And even though he's dead, he's pissing me off. This is why I named my camera Cactus Jack. I named the GoPro Cactus Jack because he's an asshole. He works when he wants to work, and he gives me all sorts of shit. I don't know what his problem is. I see it's on. I can see it right now. It's powered on. It's just for whatever reason, it's not talking to the Mac, and it was obviously working. I assume I just need to reboot my Mac and everything be fine, but I don't know. And I'm not going to take the time right now to reboot because at least it's working with the crappy camera. Let's see here. Tila, can we ask why Miss Queen 06 hated it? Interested to know what stood out. Miss Queen 06, please type away. Let us know why you did not like Arizona. Inquiring minds want to know. Silver Rose Gaming, what's with all the wrong way drivers? It's either alcoholics or the snowbirds. People that are old that live here part-time. I personally think it's the alcoholics, to be honest with you. I don't want to give elderly people a bad rap that they can't drive. I think, and I don't know, I'm not a cop, but if I had to guess, I would think it more often than not, it's alcoholics that drive the wrong way on the highway. Excuse me 1 second, guys. I need to drink. I'm parched. My throat's really hurting. I don't know why. Hopefully I don't have COVID. So tonight we went to Bahama Bucks, which is kind of like they serve these ices like in a cup, and they put syrup, like they do in like Mexico, and they have all sorts of variations. It's like Hawaiian ice type of thing. And so we went there, and and then we came home, there was a long ass line to go to Bahama Bucks. But I don't know if you guys have ever tried it. I go there once maybe twice a year. We don't go there very often. Let's see here. Silver Rose Gaming. Okay, it's a bazaar. It's bizarre. Yeah, I don't know why there's so many freaking one-way drivers. To be honest with you, I mean, you would think they would put something on the street like that would slash their tires if they drove the wrong way. You know, like they do in parking garages. For whatever reason, they're not doing that. But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I've heard this many times also, and I also find it interesting. Here's an interesting thing, a weird thing. When you're driving down the highway, you'll see signs on the highway, you know, the kind that change, and they talk about different colors. There's an amber alert and there's a silver alert. And for the longest time, I had no idea what those meant. Amber alert has to do with like kidnappings, you know, and silver alert has to do with elderly people that have dementia and don't know where they're going. So you'll see like silver alert and like the make and model of the car and a plate number. And it says to call the police if you see this car, like they're a criminal. And for the longest time, I had no idea what a silver alert was. I thought somebody escaped from the jail. So, but then somebody informed me what it was. So it's kind of weird to me that there's so many old people that live here that they even have that whole silver alert thing. So for those of you that didn't know, that's your public service announcement for the day. You don't know what a freaking amber alert is and what a silver alert is. See, you learn things on this channel. And there I am again, looking at the freaking GoPro. Like a Mama Luke. And Tila asked me last week, what's a Mama Luke? If you go to the Urban Dictionary and type in Mama Luke, it tells you. It means basically someone who's stupid. That's what a Mama Luke is. Okay? Okay. Miss Queen wrote, I hated Phoenix. It just wasn't a place I could see myself living. The vibe was off. Gilbert was nice, but I want to live somewhere with more of a city vibe, if that makes sense. That makes total sense. Curious if you checked out Tempe. Tempe might be more of that feel you're looking for, more of a city vibe. But if you're not interested in Arizona, that's fine. I just wouldn't have limited your search to either Phoenix or Gilbert, and that's it. I don't know how much you looked. But I totally get it. Okay, I'm from LA, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, you know? Okay. Yeah, I get it. I totally get that. I get it. Like I said, it's not for everybody. It's not a mini LA. Phoenix, the city, is not a real city, in my opinion. It's not, you know, and the local Arizonians get pissed off at me. Phoenix, there's no real skyline, you know? There's only one building that's 40 stories. The rest are 20. I mean, it's not a first time, and this really pisses people off. The first time I ever came to Phoenix to visit my mom because she had moved here, we were driving, and I was like, all right, when are we going to get to the city? And she's like, we just drove past the city. And I'm not even being cute. That really happened. And I was like, seriously? Really? It's not a real city. They got a little dinky light rail. It's like 2, maybe 3 train cars. That's it. And it doesn't go that far. And it goes, the furthest out it goes east is to Mesa. And it goes to like slightly north Phoenix. And that's it. It does not go across the whole valley. And they're always talking about expanding it. But it's just a dinky little light rail. There's no underground subways. Yes, they have buses, but who the hell wants to wait in 120 degree weather for a bus? You know, and yes, there's Uber out here, but there's no ferries because there's no water. You know, your options are very limited here if you're looking for public trains. Let's see what else people are saying over here. Brianna Reyes, I'm from San Fran, and I felt the exact same way about Phoenix. There you go. Silver Rose Gaming is the only reason you don't like the West Side is because there's nothing to do. I'm going to get back to you. W.O. Live. Hey, Zonies, Sam. Why don't I like the West Side? The West Side, it's not that I don't like it. It's if I have a choice between the West Side and the East Side, I'm going to go East Side. I lived in Avondale for 4 years, the same amount of time I've lived now in Gilbert. The reason why I don't like the West Side as much, and I realize a lot of people are looking at the West Side because it's cheaper. And there's a reason why it's cheaper. It's not as desirable. You can get more bang for your buck out there, that's for sure. But Goodyear and Verrado are the only two cities I would consider if I was to move back to the West Valley. Overall, I call it tumbleweed because it's just not as developed. And driving to Phoenix proper for work, for commuting, is slightly better driving from the west side rather than driving from the east side. Because the east side is a lot more congested because there's more people that live on this side. But if that makes sense, it's just not as developed. Will it get there eventually? Yes. Eventually it will be fully developed. But as of right now, it's just not. And that's why I prefer the east side. Because and it's all about where you're from. If you're from the sticks and you having dirt roads don't bother you none, yeah, you can live on the west side. But if you're like me, from a real city like LA, and you like living in a concrete jungle, you don't want to live on the west side. I'm just saying. That's just me. And I know it's going to piss off the locals. I always have this way of pissing off the locals. I think partially that's why people watch that live locally, to see what I'm going to say. Kind of like a Howard Stern shock jock type of situation. Okay, let's see here. Tila, you're granted a wish and could change one thing in AZ Valley. What would that one thing be? Tila and Phil, do you guys have like a book of questions? You always come up with like the best questions. You ask me about my personal life, which no one ever does. You ask me about the meaning of my tattoos, about my philosophy on life. You ask really good, in-depth questions. Before I answer your question, I just want to point out that I appreciate it. You guys are thinking about good questions to ask me, you know. Okay. Message retracted from Phil. I wonder what he wrote. Phil, need the banjo sound effect, Sam. Ding, 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 ding. There you go. Debbie O Live. AZ is so conservative and pretty boring in general. Yeah, you're right. In general, AZ is, in terms of the Phoenix Valley, there's not a whole lot of stuff to do here. You're absolutely positively right. Now, in terms of being conservative, that is changing. Okay, the last stats I saw, Biden is going to win the state of Arizona. So I know it's going to piss off the right wingers that live here, but it looks like Biden's going to take this state, for the election. So does that officially make the state blue? I don't know. But with all the Californians moving here, it's definitely going to turn purple at some point and eventually blue. But yeah, that pisses off the locals like crazy. And Tila, I have not forgotten your question. I'm going to get to you in a second. What is the meaning of life? Wow. Okay. All right. You want to play those? All right. You want me to go philosophy? I could go philosophy. I could talk philosophy all day. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me drink, okay? Let me drink just a little bit. I'm going to answer your two questions. And by the time I'm done, half the people will leave because they'll be like, I don't like this guy. And or it'll be too late and people fall asleep. So give me 1 second. Let me drink this while I contemplate your meaning of life question, all right? Oh, Sam, this is what it was like when Phil and I had our first date. Tons of venting questions. Maron, Phil, I can see why you have a big screen TV. You're trying to watch movies. All right, I won't go there. All right, I'll behave. Hold on. Let me drink this. I'm very, very, very parched tonight. Probably because I had too much sugar with the freaking ice drinks. Okay. You had two questions, Tila. If I could change anything in Arizona, it was exhausting. Phil knew where I was going with that. So you can watch movies and not hear nothing. Just watch the movie. I love you, Tila. Don't worry about it. All right, so if I could change anything about Arizona, what would it be? The biggest gripe I got, besides the heat, let's just go with the heat. I'm going to go with the heat. Keep it simple. I was told that San Diego, back in the day, because I actually did like a tour of San Diego, during the tour, on one of them buses that goes in the water, they said that back in the day, San Diego was actually a desert, believe it or not. And for those of you that don't know, San Diego has perfect weather year-round. It's 70 to 75 degrees all year round, which is why it's so expensive to live there. And of course, it's by the beach. But I guess if I could change one thing about Arizona, it would be that the temperatures were more moderate, that it wouldn't reach 110 or 115 or once in a blue moon 120, because hot is hot. And yes, it's a dry heat, so it doesn't feel as bad as, say, Florida. Florida is horrendous with the humidity. But if I could change one thing, it would be that Arizona would not reach over 100 degrees in temperature, that it would be more moderate. I'm going to go with that. That's an easy answer, right? So I'm not going too deep. I'm not going to piss anybody off by saying that. I'm going to say the weather, okay? For the 4 months of torment that are here. Now, if we had that better weather, prices would probably even go higher, because even more people want to move here. So I don't know with global warming if that's going to make things better or worse. Hopefully for the better. And I know not everyone believes in global warming. I have news. It's not a belief thing. It's science. Even the Pope said it's a real thing, yet the right-wingers say it's not. I find that hysterical because I used to be a right-winger. And, now let's transition to your second question, okay? I used to be a right-wing Republican, believe it or not. I really did. I went to church every Sunday, and I was all about business. And I had the whole Republican mindset that, Democrats were all about giving something for nothing, and Republicans were about business and saving tax money for those that succeeded, and screw people that, were less fortunate, and screw people that just were lazy. I get the mindset. I had that. And I was talking to somebody once, and he says, you know what, Sam, you're just a parrot. You're just repeating everything you hear. And that upset me a little bit. But I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I stop watching the news, maybe he's right. Maybe I should stop watching the news and come up with my own ideas, So that's what I did. I completely stopped watching the news. I stopped reading all that crap. And I started coming up with my own. I cut the strings. I started coming up with my own opinions. I stopped being a parrot. That guy was right. It took some balls to tell me I was being a parrot, and I appreciate that. And ever since then, I came up with my own thoughts. And I changed my mentality that the left was all about, and I'm independent. I'm not a lefty. I am independent, both in politics and in religion. That's a whole other thing talking about religion. I am no longer affiliated with any religious associations, whatever you want to call it. I am independent, okay? So I think for myself. And that was a huge game changer for me. And Cartoon Wife is lefty. She watches MSNBC. She watches Rachel Maddow. She is totally lefty. Me? I just listened to a Trump speech the other day. Why? I want to come up with my own conclusions, okay? I don't want just to be a parrot and just repeat everything I hear, So I come up with my own conclusions. So that was important to me. Now, does that answer your question? What's the meaning of life? No. I've actually looked into the meaning of life many times. And at the end of my book, if I could, I'm not going to get up because again, I'm in my underwears. But I have a book. I'm on Amazon. I have several ebooks and I have one paperback. Believe it or not, yes, I wrote a book. It's an Amazon bestseller in a very obscure genre. But I got it to be bestseller, okay, for 1 hour. And so I have the title forever and ever as an Amazon bestselling author. And I don't say that to brag. The only reason why I did that, and I hired a publicist to help me get to that point, is because at the time I was trying to transition to being a professional speaker. And I needed a book and the title of bestselling author in order to have credibility to be hired as a speaker. And that whole thing didn't work out for me, and I went a different route. But, it was a good experience. But what was I going with? Oh, the meaning of life. I had it really written really well in that book. The basic gist is to learn, to grow, and to love. That's it. Learn, grow, love. So it's not about you. It's about helping others. And if you believe in coming back time and time again till your spirit develops, it's all about being a good person. The law of attraction and karma. If I were to say anything, law of attraction and karma, whatever you put out is going to come back to you. So that's it. I'm not going to go on the soapbox and talk on and on about the meaning of life. We're all on this journey. our own different ways. We have our own different beliefs. Some people are right wing, and no matter what I say, they're still going to think Donald Trump's the best president who ever lived. I'm sorry, right wingers. You cannot. Seriously, just don't listen to the Fox News. Just listen to the man speak. Put out the filters. Just listen to what he's actually saying. He's saying that slow down the testing, because if you keep testing, it's going to come back that it's worse than we thought. I mean, come on now. Seriously. Madam. So let me read more questions here before I get in more trouble with the right wingers. And again, I used to be one. I really did. I used to go to church every Sunday. You know, I used to wear a suit 7 days a week. I was like Alex P. Keaton on that freaking show. What was it called? Growing Pains, I think it was. I wore a suit mowing my lawn. I was all about money. I had a goal. I wanted to make X amount of money by age 21. I didn't reach it at age 21. I reached it at age 23, but I eventually reached it. And I was all about money. Money. And I came to figure out it's about being a little compassionate, because not everyone is as fortunate as us. Not everyone is built the same way. Not everyone is given the same deck of cards, you know? And we all come across bad times, you know? I had a horrible experience before I moved to Arizona. That was the reason why I moved to Arizona. Because I got divorced. I got laid off. I was going through a foreclosure. The IRS audited me. It was bad. It was really freaking bad. And, you know, I was very fortunate that I was able to get unemployment. And, you know, things happen. Even to the best of us. Things happen in life. And it's good to have the government help you if you're contributing to taxes when you're down, you know? But not everybody agrees with that, you know? They think it's a handout. But anyway, any rate, I hope that answers your question. You know, I don't want to go on and on and on about philosophy here. This channel is about Arizona, and it's about me, a New Yorker's take on living in Arizona. Let's see here. I missed a couple things here. Silver Rose, you just answered it, sir. Okay, here we go. Shut up, Phil. Shut up, Tila. Shook. They're all vultures. You're right. All politicians are vultures. I agree with you 100%. MC Slots 8084. Hello, Arizona. Silver Rose Gaming. Former Republican Phil Lemur. Family Ties. That's the freaking show. Family Ties. Christine. You know, my favorite scene was it was Michael J. Fox that played that kid that was all about money. I remember the one scene where somebody threw coins on the floor and he could tell you by the sound how much money it was. That was me, man. That was me. That's how I was. Christine, oh my God, I love this guy. Thank you. Vegan Baldy, well said, Sam. Tila, preach, Sam. I'm not trying to preach. Christine Rose, shout out from Havasu. You're awesome. Thank you. I mean, I could talk about my views on religion. That'll half my audience leave. Tell you that right now. If I were to share, Alex P. Keaton, thank you very much. Yeah, I love that freaking guy. You know, Roy, here's a little story for you guys. And again, I apologize. Cactus Jack turned off. I know the video is crappy. It's grainy. It is what it is. So recently, for whatever reason, Rory's been saying she's acting like she has a low self-esteem. You know, she says that she calls herself trash sometimes. Where she gets this, I have no idea. So I started punishing her. I have her write 100 times. I am smart. And I started telling her, when she keeps insulting herself, which again, I have no idea where this is coming from. Certainly not coming from me. I tell her, Rory, you know what I want you to do for me? I want you to build me a time machine. And of course, she starts off with the attitude, I can't, I don't know how. She says that a lot. And I was like, you can do it. I know you can do it. You're young, and if you start today, you could build me a time machine. And I truly mean that. There's lots of books that, am I saying she could do it by herself? No, she's going to need a team. But she's only 7 years old. She could build a time machine. And so I showed her the movie Back to the Future with the same actor, you know, Michael J. Fox. That's where I was going with that. So I really do want Rory to build me a time machine. If they can clone people, You could build a time machine, even if it goes back 5 minutes. You can find out what the winning lottery numbers are and go play those numbers and make yourself a millionaire. Like that, you know? So I just wanted to go back in time 5 minutes. I'm not asking for a lot. I don't want to see the dinosaurs. I just want to win the lottery. Okay, so, and I want her to have a high belief in herself, because it's all about self-confidence. I once paid a guy $75 an hour, okay, for me to lay down and for him to say, "You the man. You are a man. You're the man. You are the Mac Daddy." This guy for an hour, okay, once a week, I would pay him $75 an hour for him to help me improve my self-confidence. Because it's all about self-confidence at the end of the day. No one else is going to believe in you except for yourself. So, and did that help me achieve my goal? I don't know, but maybe I had some part of it, you know, because eventually I did get my goal at age 23. And yeah, that was part of it, I guess. But, so with Rory, I'm just trying to be a good dad. I'm trying to get her to build her self-confidence. Again, I don't know where the hell she got this stuff with the low self-esteem stuff, because it doesn't come from me. I'm all about positive self-talk. But anyway, let's see here. Silver Rose Gaming, at least it didn't show her Teen Wolf. I love that movie, Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf was a great movie. I don't know what you're talking about. Silver Rose Gaming, left my aunt's self. Oh, Tila, okay. Jim, Texas, if she has a smartphone connected to the internet, that's the problem. You know what? Not for nothing. I call her YouTube crackhead. And she has an iPad, and she gets an attitude sometimes when she watches that iPad. So I have taken it away from her many times. Or she is unattended on the internet for 30 seconds or more per day. That's the problem. You know what? I agree with you, Jim. I agree with you. That's probably the problem. Not for nothing. And she's gone weeks without the iPad. That will punish her for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty damn sure that that's the problem. Christine, well said. Debbie O Live, not Teen Wolf. I don't know what the problem with Teen Wolf was. I really liked Teen Wolf. I really did. I saw the movie a million times. I really liked it. Now, when they made the additional ones, they sucked. But the original, the OG Teen Wolf was good. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's one of my top 3 favorite Michael J. Fox movies for sure. 1 second. Let me drink. I'm really parched today. I don't know what the problem is. All right, Tila and Phil. I answered for you all sorts of weird-ass questions about philosophy, the meaning of life. I talked to you the other day about my tattoos, and I don't know what else you guys mean, but I tried answering all your questions very honestly, very upfront. And here comes Sour Patch. What's up with you, Sour Patch? What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't scratch my sofa. You're just gonna sit there? I don't know if you guys can see her. Probably not, because this is not a wide camera here. This is a crappy Mac camera. Okay, Jim. The low self-esteem has been documented by psychiatrists and children connected to internet. No question. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, we're going to take away the freaking iPad from her. Definitely. I think you can see Sour Patch a little bit now. Where do we live in Arizona? I live in Gilbert in the county of Maricopa. Gilbert, right next door to Chandler. Excuse me, I drank my water too fast. I don't have a mute button. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Yeah, Sour Patch is cute sometimes. She's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. But you know what? I have not plugged the A-Team. I need to plug the A-Team. Haven't plugged them yet. So if you're looking for real estate here in the Phoenix Valley, this is who you need to call. Janet and Gabby, the A-Team. And for these guys that don't know why I call them the A-Team, their last name begins with A. That's why they're known as the A-Team. Has nothing to do with the old show with Mr. T, okay? So, no one's ever asked me why I call them the A-Team, but that's what. It has to do with their last name. Let's see here. Tila, Sam, you're a good sport to undergo my intense questioning. We love you. Thank you. Phil, I apologize for the graininess on your big screen TV. Silver Rose Gaming, are you still moving? What's the latest? You really had to ask me that question. I'll circle back. Christine Rose, oh my God, coronavirus. Yeah, we're gonna move. It's gonna be several months from now. We are moving to the city of Queen Creek. Okay, I'm not gonna give any more details here, but it's coming. It's coming, guys, in like a year. So you got a long, long time in this room. I'm going to try to rebuild it best I can the same way it is. I've really given it a lot of thought. I wanted to go crazy. What the hell is wrong with you? The cat just went running like crazy. What? What's the matter with you? What are you doing? Oh, she's playing with something. That's why. She's crazy, that cat. Anyway, she doesn't play with toys. We've bought her lots of toys. She never plays with any of them. So she finds stuff to play with herself. She has an imagination, I guess. But yeah, we're moving to Queen Creek. We're leaving Gilbert, and I've really given it a lot of thought as to what the new studio is gonna look like. A lot of thought, and I was gonna go crazy with it. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I might add a TV above my Mac, but that's about it. I'm gonna try to keep it all the same because it works and it's inexpensive. And I don't want to be going up to the freaking ceiling and installing electrical outlets up there and making it crazy fancy. It's the bootleg studio, so I'm going to keep it pretty much the same. That's what I'm thinking right now. As time progresses, I might change, but I think I'm going to try to keep the same look because I'm very happy with this look. I was also thinking about maybe stop sitting down when I do these videos and instead stand up when I do, pre-recorded videos. But I kind of like the interaction we have here between us, when I'm sitting down. So we'll see. But it's a whiles away. We haven't broken ground yet. We're building. So that's it. That's all I want to say. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Christine Rose, loved your video on Havasu. It's so quiet and full of retired people. Well, my in-laws live there. So, and Cartoon Wife and I got married there right by Chagru's. So we know Havasu. She grew up there. See, Debbie O Live. Honestly, Mexican food is the bomb. I personally prefer Italian food. That's just me. I'm an honorary Mexican. Christine Rose. Is that in Arizona? Is what in Arizona? X Supreme. How is Tempe? I have a video on Tempe. Tempe's okay. If you're going to ASU, that's where you want to live. Mashed Potato. I'm new to this channel, and this is the first videos I saw. You're awesome. Thank you very much, Mashed Potato. DMW Death Metal Wrestling. Holy crap, that's a long title. Why did you move? Why did I move from New York, New Jersey to Arizona, you're asking? Christine Rose, your studio is cool right now. Thank you very much. I know it's grainy right now because my freaking camera stopped working. C&J Maine, looking forward to moving to a conservative state. Seattle's gone nuts. I've been to Seattle many times. I've been there. I was probably there for about 3 weeks. Super Rose Gaming, sounds like it's a new build. Yes, it is. Christine Rose, where were you born? I was born in Manhattan, and I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in a city, well, I shouldn't call it a city, in an area called Bensonhurst, and a neighborhood, I should say, called Bensonhurst in Brooklyn, New York. And so I lived there for 17 years, and then my mom got remarried, and we moved to New Jersey in a little town called Island, which is kind of in central Jersey. Finished off high school there, and then I ended up moving to North Jersey to a city called Denville. And I lived there for several years. I was married to somebody else. It didn't work out because she's crazy. And then I ended up relocating from there. That's why I moved to Arizona, because I got divorced. As I mentioned earlier, had to go into the whole foreclosure thing, lost my job, and ultimately decided to start over, to reboot. And that's why I moved to Arizona, because my mom was already here. She lived in Mesa. My brother had a condo in Ahwatukee. He opened his door to me. He said, you can stay as long as you want. I decided to stay 6 months. I gave myself 6 months to get my shit together. I ended up meeting Cartoon Wife. I moved in with her in her house in Avondale. And then she got pregnant. And then by then I had a job. And then we eventually left Avondale to move to Gilbert for better schools for our daughter. And we got a new build in Gilbert. And now we're looking to relocate from Gilbert to Queen Creek. So that's my backstory. By the way, I have a Draw My Life video on this channel. So if you're interested in hearing the whole story, because that's like the real quick story, 10 seconds. If you want to hear the whole story about my life, check out the Draw My Life video. I did it like a month ago. It wasn't that long ago. Let's see here. Okay. Hey, Hector Cuevas, what's going on? So yes, I answered your questions about where I was born, where I lived, why I moved there, all that stuff. My philosophy on life. The only thing I didn't talk about was religion. But any other questions for me, or else we're gonna end the live stream right here, and I'm gonna reboot my freaking computer and figure out what's wrong with Cactus Jack. It pisses me off. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that my camera goes off and I'm stuck using this crappy webcam. I don't like this webcam. I prefer my real camera. My head is cut off over here. It's very upsetting. Christine Rose. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. I have over 300 videos on this channel. 2 people recently told me that they only watch 1 video a day, so that way they don't run out. I'm getting to the point where I'll have 365 videos, and you can watch a new video every single day for a year. That's insane that I have that many videos. You can watch a new video every day for a year. That's crazy. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going too. So I'm going to keep going for now. There's no sign of me stopping now. I've really embraced the whole Arizona living thing. For a long time, I was looking to transition to something else, a different niche, because frankly, my competitors have taken the genre. When I first started making videos about Arizona, it was just me and Desert Dweller Debs. She was the OG. She was before me. I give credit where credit is due. Desert Dweller Debs had the first videos on YouTube about living in Arizona. She was it. It was just her. And then I came on and I fell into this genre. I made a video, Reasons Why I Hate Arizona, and I refused, and it got a lot of views, and I refused to make videos about Arizona after that. I was like, no, I'm not going to make videos about Arizona. I'm going to make videos about being a vegan, believe it or not. So I made like 6 months of videos of just cooking vegan recipes, and that went nowhere. And I ended up quitting YouTube, and then I ended up going on a business trip to New York. An Uber driver told me I was crazy for hating Arizona, that I really needed to appreciate what I got. I came back, I decided to give YouTube one more shot, just one more shot, and I ended up changing everything up to Arizona living, and people really like the videos, and I've been making freaking videos about Arizona ever since. So for a long, long time, I was looking for something I could pivot to, a change, a different type of video series I could make, other than talking about living in Arizona. Because after 300 videos, there's only so much stuff I could say, to be completely brutally honest. How much more could I say about living in Arizona? I talk about the weather, I talk about the bugs, I talk about the best cities, I talk about crime, I talk about this, I talk about that. There's only so much I can talk about living in freaking Arizona. So, I was looking for a different niche. Something else I could talk about. And it just keeps coming back to freaking Arizona. So you know what? I might as well embrace it. I'm here. I've decided to stay. Heart of hearts, I would prefer to live in Jersey because that's where I'm from. Everybody wants to go back home. I would prefer to live in Jersey. Cartoon Wife refuses to move to Jersey. Refuses. So if I'm stuck in Arizona, I might as well just stick with this genre. See how far I can take it. And like I said, my competitors have taken the genre completely by storm. The audience obviously doesn't like me as much as them because I'm very truthful. I tell you right off the bat, Arizona, in my opinion, is not the best place in the world to live. I'm very transparent. And the show, for the most part, is just about my humor. It's not so much about living in Arizona. It's about me, my humor. And my competitors, some of them are boring as hell. They film in the dark. They're boring. And, for whatever reason, the audience likes them better because they're mostly information. Me, I'm mostly entertainment. And I realize there's a difference. I'm mostly entertainment. And I'll tell you how I feel about things, but I'm not going to go in depth about what's the population of Tempe, Arizona? On average, what is the job market like? I'm not going to go into all that shit. No. I'm going to tell you how it is about, traffic and congestion. I'm going to tell you that the west side is tumbleweed and that it's not as desirable. The Arizona Realtor Association got pissed off at me because I badmouthed Surprise, Arizona. I'm not a realtor. I'll say whatever the hell I want. So, I don't give a rat's ass. I'm going to tell you how it is. And the competitors don't do that. A lot of them, they sugarcoat it, So, and that's fine. Everybody has their own opinions on things, But I might as well just stick with this. It's a micro niche. It's a micro niche, which is good and bad. I mean, that's why I have a sponsor, because you guys in particular are interested in Arizona. They sell realty, so that was a good fit. If I didn't have a niche, I wouldn't have a sponsor more than likely, because the channel's relatively small. Haven't hit 1 million views yet, and I'm not even at 10,000 subscribers yet. I'm only at like 6,000 subscribers. So relatively, I've been doing this 3 years. The channel's relatively small, but it's gonna grow. Eventually, if I keep doing this, as per Social Blade, they say if I do this another 5 years, I'll eventually get to 100,000 subscribers. Not that that's the be-all, end-all of things, but it's nice to have a goal. So I'm going to continue to do videos about Arizona. Eventually, I will do the 19 additional city tours. I currently have 15 videos. Eventually, I'll get to the additional 19 city tours. Eventually. And people always ask me to do additional ones that aren't on the list, and I'm like, no. I have to do the ones on the list. That's the commitment. I cannot end the channel till I do the ones. And then I've been thinking, what happens when I run out of things to talk about? There's that book, Weird Arizona. I could start talking about things out of the Weird Arizona book, and we'll see if it ever comes to that point. But one other YouTuber that got bored talking about their genre, she went to a life coach, and the life coach told her, you know what? Being a YouTuber is a lot like being a musician. Your audience just wants to hear your greatest hits. You're going to need to continue to talk about the same shit over and over and over again. That's just how it works. And that really hit home. And so if you guys just want to keep hearing about the same crap over and over again, I'll redo all my old videos. I'll talk about bugs. I'll talk about crime. I'll talk about the weather and and the lack of culture and pros and cons and the stuff that I talk about all the freaking time about for people that are interested in moving to Arizona. Because it's the same damn questions over and over and over again. And so for me, it gets very repetitive. Because I hit play and I do the same rant over and over and over again. And it's repetitive for me. But I realize there's a continuing flow of people who've never seen the channel before, and they like it. So it's like being a musician. I have to keep doing the same crap. I'll vary it up. I'll put different spins on it. Top 3 this, top 4 that. Eventually, when this COVID thing settles down, I'll do more interviews with people that moved here from other places. But where was I going with all that? I don't even know. I've been seeing people commenting here. Hold on. Let's read over here. This message is held for review. Okay, here we go. Ex-Supreme, is AZ diverse or just full of white people? For the most part, it's full of white people. But there are some Latinos here, and there's other. Like, I don't have the stats in front of me. There is a little bit of slight diversity, but for the most part, it's still, I would say, a good 80% white. Let's see. Christine, you got me hooked, dude. Thank you, Christine. Keep on going. We need you. Phil, was a natural at what you do. Sam, keep rocking it. I need more water, and I don't have any more right here. Tila, have you collaborated with Desert Devs? I have not. I collaborated with a couple people. I collaborated with Arizona Dreams, and I've also collaborated with, it was recent. What the hell's the name of this channel? Aaron Childs with Journey Maps Live and Local. Yeah, I collaborated with him too. And I collaborated with Zach Scriven also. And I've collaborated with Jeremy with Movie Community College. I've done several different collaborations. So they help a little bit, whenever I do a collaboration, normally my subscriber count goes up a little bit, but it hasn't been like a night and day thing. Movie Community College is a huge YouTube channel, but most of his subscribers are in India. So me having a channel in Arizona, they didn't really care for me, but that's okay. Tila, keep on keeping it real, Sam. Hector Cuevas, we love Sam. Thank you very much. Debbie thinks that's funny. Christine, screw the trolls. You're our mob dude in Arizona. Mob dude? What does this thing is the mob? What are you talking about? One person recently said that I'm a cross between Andrew Dice Clay and Gabriel Iglesias. And I took that as a compliment. I think that's awesome. Christine, Sam is the man. Talk about needles, laughing my ass off. Needles? I ain't talking about needles. What are you talking about? 95% white. All right. Well, my throat is parched. The camera sucks. I apologize. Phil, on your big screen TV. Hold Hopefully the audio is still good. I ran out of water, and the questions are all done, guys. And it's already freaking 11 o'clock. Holy shit, 11 o'clock. All right, I'm going to end it there. I need something to drink, and I need to reboot my freaking computer. So that concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to like, subscribe. Let me know below what questions can I answer for you about moving or living to Arizona. Till next time, guys.